There are lots of reasons why you may wish to make an adjustment to the cost base or the depreciation of an asset, or in the asset's lifetime or each financial year, you may find yourself you need to revalue assets. I'm going to show you how to do both of these in Asset Accountant, and let's start with adjustments. So I'm just looking at an example building here in Asset Accountant, and let us choose, you can see in the summary on the left-hand side, in the depreciation settings for tax and accounts, you've got the option to adjust for tax or adjust for accounts. Let's just, we're in the tax view here in Asset Accountant, so I'm going to adjust for tax. You're given the option to adjust at the end of the financial year or at the beginning of the financial year. Look, there's lots of reasons why you may adjust. There might be a review of data, for example, and you've already filed the data, but you don't want to unwind that filing, and you might like to make an adjustment in your fixed asset register. This is how you can do it. Or you might have a change in accounting policy and the effective lives have been changed as of the beginning of a financial year, and therefore you need to make adjustments to existing assets. Whatever the reasons, this is how you do it in Asset Accountant. So it's quite simple. We'll create a tax adjustment. Let's say at the start of a financial year in this particular example, let's pick the 1st of July 2021. You'll notice too the written down value changes as it's recorded in Asset Accountant, and we can do a cost change to the cost base or a depreciation change. In this particular example, I can see our unadjusted written down value is $1.4 million for this building. I'm going to decrease the depreciation by $50,000. So we can say decrease depreciation because of policy change or whatever. This note will always stay with this adjustment. So $50,000 and save. And here you can see then at the beginning of the year, 1st of the 7th, 2021, we have a note that the depreciation has reduced by $50,000, and therefore we have now a higher written down value by the 50,000 up to $1.453 million. So that is how I can show you an adjustment, remembering you can do that for accounts also. And in the case of revaluations and impairments, you'll notice for accounts, we've got that option to do this. So I'm just simply going to revalue, and let's say this property for whatever reason was revalued upwards, and we might say from $1.5 million or thereabouts, it got revalued to $2 million. I think I've got enough zeros there. Higher property valuation, or whatever the reason. And now if I go to accounts view, remembering I was in the tax view, we can now see that we have revalued the property up to $2 million, and we also run here a revaluation reserve. So because the price has increased, you've got a reserve of nearly $600,000. Now, if this property was revalued again, only the revaluation reserve would be affected. This is not with the way that reserves work, this isn't affected on your balance sheet until that reserve runs out. So this is a really good feature in Asset Accountant, that if you need to adjust cost bases or revalue assets, this is how you do it in Asset Accountant.